case you guys haven't noticed, Ford came out with the Ford Lightning, and looked pretty sick. Looks pretty sick. That's the wrong one.
Hey guys, while you're waiting, go ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe.
So, by the way, that was like I'm feeling nostalgic with that Ford Lightning.
Yeah,
that was like 5.4 liter supercharged, Fast and the Furious.
I don't know what you're
street machine.
I don't know what you're saying.
It was a badass truck back in the day. But this is actually the Ford Lightning of today now.
That looks good.
It actually does look good. And I think a lot of people were like, should Tesla be worried about this? And I actually want to leave this open to interpretation. I think the knee-jerk reaction would be like, Tesla's got so much on Ford on this thing that it's not even worth talking about. But I think there's definitely some cases that you can make with this truck that they've put out that could very well compete with Tesla. And, I don't think the Cybertruck is for everybody, would be the preference for everybody. And I think that because it's so kind of like, I don't know, just kind of out there, that something like this F-150, the Lightning, this could definitely appeal to a lot of buyers, especially, this is the number one selling vehicle and truck in America, and now they've electrified it. So I don't know if you could just dismiss this altogether as far as market share is concerned.
Yeah, I think it was Bratz in Level 3 this morning that had mentioned that the Cybertruck is a statement truck.
Yeah.
Whereas, was that Bratz?
It might have been,
Ford Lightning was like a everyday work type of deal.
Yeah.
I think the sentiment is true. I agree. Like, the target market for the Cybertruck is much different than the target market for the Ford Lightning.
Yeah.
Like, the person buying the Cybertruck is not that person, right? There's some of them, but the target is not.
Yeah.
And I would venture to say that the person buying I was looking at the wrong camera. I would venture to say that the person buying the Cybertruck probably historically hasn't had a pickup truck. More likely maybe had an SUV. That would be my guess, like an Escalade or something like that.
Right.
It does have some practical functions that a pickup truck would have, but that's not even how it's built. It's whatever. So you think about the guy, and I say guy, who owns a Ford before the ladies start saying, I have a pickup truck. I get it. But their target is men.
That is their target.
Those are guys who are like blue collar. I don't give a shit. I'm going to beat this thing up. And I'm going to haul. Cybertruck is not for that. Cybertruck is, I'm going to like show off that I'm.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that I have money. I don't want to say that, but like I'm showing off.
I have little wiener syndrome.
Maybe, but I love the camping feature, and I think it's going to be cool. But yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to make a statement. There's no better way to say it. But other thing to remember is Ford. With the Lightning, they don't need to be Tesla. Tesla is EVs.
Yeah.
They just need to have, so when people are comparing the amount of vehicles that were reserved for the F-150 as opposed to Cybertruck, that's not really apples to apples comparison. Whereas, like, they don't need it to pull the same numbers as Tesla. They just need to pull numbers and take some market share, where Tesla needs to dominate. Like, they have to dominate in the EV space.
So there are some things that stick out to me. One is that the F-150 Lightning is very competitive. It's under $40,000. It's $39,000 for a 250-mile range. They have a 300-mile range version, and I think it's like in the mid-40s. Those are rookie numbers as far as range is concerned when you compare it to the Cybertruck, which I think is somewhere around 400 is supposed to be, and priced around $40,000. And so those are definitely some key metrics to focus on as far as technology advancement is concerned. And we've talked about this, about how Tesla is far, way and beyond everybody else in the market, and that includes Ford and GM. They are kind of trying to catch up, but, I think that you're right. I think that there's definitely a market for these trucks, and there's something to be said for brand loyalty. There's some people that have been driving Ford trucks their entire life that they're not going to shift for anything, because their grandpa drive Ford, their dad drive Ford. I'm going to drive a Ford, and that's just how it's going to be.
Nobody's going to drop their Ford pickup truck for a CyberTruck. They're just not.
No. Yeah.
They're gonna make a mockery of it. So
you know what else was very eye-opening to me as well. So Wolf Research came out and downgraded. This is actually probably going to be worse for, I think, not Tesla, but it's going to be worse for the smaller truck makers. Lordstown Motors came into the crosshair of Wolf Research. They downgraded Lordstown Motors to underperform to $1 per share.
wow.
So the Lordstown Motors pickup truck is set to be priced around $50,000. And basically, Wolf Research came out and said that the technological advancements that Lordstown has is at par with Ford, and so they downgraded them to $1. And right now, it's down 15%, 16%, sitting at $965. It's been a rough day for Lordstown. I think that if we look at some of the other ones, Rivian, some of the other truck makers, this could be a lot of trouble for them. We've talked about this. Some of the big dogs are going to come in. You're going to see some consolidation. So that's tough. That sucks for Lordstown holders. And maybe they're wrong, but man, that's pretty eye-opening.
Yeah, that is eye-opening. That's crazy. So it remains to be seen. But the Lightning, the only reason I know about it is because I have a buddy who always talks about his Lightning that he used to have back in the day. Like, he loved it. He loved it. And I think it has that brand loyalty. So we shall see.
One of my buddies had a GMC Cyclone. You know what those are?
No.
Oh, dude, those are like badass trucks. You know, like the old S10s?
Yeah.
They basically
I said, yeah, no, I don't. I literally said, yeah, I have no idea.
You don't know what S10 is either?
I don't know.
It's a tiny like Chevy pickup truck. It's like the Ford Ranger, okay? Yeah. The Chevy version, but this was GMC, but same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it was twin turboed. They stuffed a V6 in there, they twin turboed the shit, and it went from 0 to 60 in like 3.5 seconds. And this was like in the 90s.
Really?
The thing was a beast. Yeah, one of my buddies had him, and that thing hauled ass.
Yeah. Everything you just said, I just didn't know.
I know.
Twin turbo, something. Dual jet engine.
For those of you watching, leave some comments. You know what I'm talking about.
Most of the guys know.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
So they had a Cyclone and a Typhoon. The Typhoon was a Blazer, which was like an SUV. Same thing, but it was SUV.
I know the Blazer.
Yeah. But it was a twin turbo Blazer. It was badass.
All right, well, we'll see what happens.